Yeah, here's a little unboxing that people like to do now and then occasionally on these things. So what's in here? It certainly isn't from Amazon, whatever it is. What's this I hear you crying? Obviously another addition to Angel's Ridge. Had my eye on this for a while, something that I was looking forward to getting. Nalco S2 number 8708 Grand Trunk livery, and it's number 8107 on the loco. Lovely little switching loco. Get this open and we'll give it a wee test run round the layout. Very nice, looks lovely, very good condition. Handrails are there, carefully bring it out. These things are always tricky to get out of a box. You're worried about bending and breaking stuff and all these tiny little footsteps. Oh, some weight in that. That's quite heavy, it's actually a really good weight in it. Let's get this stuff out of the way. There we go. Very nice, mint condition. It's got the horn hook coupling, so I'll change them for KDs. Love that black paint scheme. It's a matte black, which I really like, not gloss. Like the red ends, white stripe. Temple printing on it's really good. See all these little handrails here as well. As far as I'm aware, Atlas have a great reputation for making reliable locomotives. So we'll get this on the track and give it a test run. So here we go, inaugural test run. Gave the wheels a little wipe with cotton bud because there seemed to be a little bit of excess oil, rotated them and cleaned them again. So let's get this off and running. As it's new, it will need running. Front light works. I know it's gone out of shot, I'll bring it back, just checking. Front light works in reverse. Little noise coming off it just now, so there's a little birdie chipping in it, but give it a little run and it should clear off any little knocks and noises and bed the engine in. So we'll get this run in and I'll show you some more running footage. Here she comes. It's a famous song by a band called Ram Jam, Black Betty. And I think this GT will now be known as Black Betty. To honour one of the best songs ever written by Ram Jam, a great song. If you've never heard it, check it out, it's absolutely superb. But guarantee you 99.9% people that listen to this channel will know that song. So this locomotive is stunning, it has some great details on it. I will put some drivers in it. At least a driver and an engineer, because when you're switching you're going to need two people to do the switching, so there'll definitely be one inside. Chances are there'll be one on the stairs or somewhere about here. Now here's a little known fact, that F means front I learned that on a YouTube channel a couple of years ago, how to work out what end of these shunters was classed as front and rear. Sometimes this end gets classed as the front, but I happen to know that when you see the F on it, it means that end is the front. And as you can see, this locomotive is in absolutely mint condition. So it just so happens that this particular piece of rolling stock, which is the crane, which I'd like to use for the logging side of things, has the horn hook couplings. So at least we can have the smallest train this can pull at the moment. Let's take it for a little test run. So yeah, what more can I say about this Atlas locomotive? The Alco S2 Grand Trunk, very much in evidence in Ontario during the timescale that I'm modelling for Angel's Ridge. A welcome addition to Angel Ridge. Probably not a very woke name, being that she is now known as Black Betty, but hey ho, the land of HO is where it's at for me just now. It's a great quality locomotive, has superb detail on it. Paint job livery is crisp and clear, no glue marks, nothing, just needs a little bit of weathering to make it look a little bit more prototypical, and I'll certainly be getting some more Atlas in future. Highly recommend that company. The locomotive runs sweet as a nut, it's very smooth, and the slow running on it is superb. It's absolutely amazing. Can't fault it. There are plenty double O locomotives out there that do that, but remember, this is DC, analog, slow running, like a dream. I'm going to set up these negative and positive bus wire connections, where I'll feed the negative in at number 12 and one out of number 1 to the next one, and so on and so forth. This will go up, let's have a look, in here somewhere, get screwed in there, and then all the negatives and the one next to the positives will help feed the points and any lighting, etc. So let's get this hooked up and see how we go. So I got these wired into the Gauge Master controller, and these cables will basically be the track cables that I'll run. So we've got the negative and the positive there. From track 2, I'll probably use that to control the lighting systems on the layout. But yeah, these little terminal blocks are superb. Now that the wires are hooked up, I've got my little BR Diesel 040 shunter on the track, and we give it a little test run to make sure that everything's working accordingly through the terminal blocks. After the successful test run of the little loco, I will now have to wire up the points, the Electrofrog ones, with the Caboose Industry ground throws, and I'll share the progress as we go. Thanks again.